meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is Loveline. Loveline. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody. Woo! It's the Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191er. Yeah. Dr. Drew, board certified physician, did bad. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let me ask you this, Drew.
Please.
I get these, I'm wearing these flip-flops. Everyone's wearing these flip-flops. We used to call
Right
them,
now?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, flip-flops.
What do you mean? I'm extra.
Yeah, flip-flops.
Flip-flops mean thongs usually.
Yeah.
These are like.
Well, these are flip-flops, aren't they?
Yeah.
We used to call them chap flaps or Zoris.
But Zori's always had a thong.
This has. Oh yeah. No, this is a modern
like
wedge style.
Yeah, it's like a shoe, like a moccasin kind of.
I've had this experience with a few of the flip-flop, the chap flaps, or the Zoris, which is they're cool for about 6 months, and then they start getting funkified, and I don't know what happens.
This particular, is that what happened to these?
These have gone funky?
Have they? Pull them up here. I want to see one. Because I would say they wouldn't because there's so much leather on these. Usually they're just
there's no
plastic
leather.
and stuff.
There's no leather here.
Oh, it's the oh yeah. Oh,
come on. Ooh, yeah. Now here
it's like neoprene or something. It gets
okay.
stinky.
There's something. Help. We need a molecular biologist or chemist.
They're all plastic. They're rubber and they're plastic. They absorb some weird funk. But
here's the thing. I had a pair that were made by like Nike or something a few years back at the Man Show. Eventually, they just took them from me and burnt them.
Right.
Now, here's what happens. Your feet don't stink for the first 6 months. You get lulled into this false sense of security, and the next thing you know, you're sitting in a movie theater with your legs crossed, and you're like, what the hell's going on? And then it's like, oh, that's coming from my feet.
It's weird, yeah.
What happened? When did my feet start stinking? So you take them home and you scrub them down. Like, I'll just put them in hot water, put them in the washing machine. Okay, that's good.
No, it's done.
And then
it's toast.
Then I wear them that night. Boom.
No,
it's back.
Yeah, it's gone. It's bound to the fiber of the rubber.
What happened for the first 6 months?
It's a chemical reaction. It's time. All reactions have time. There's a time course.
But then I take like Pine Sol and douse it in Pine Sol in vinegar and rubbing alcohol, and pow, it's back. And now they're funkified, and now they're no good. And what it becomes is sort of, it becomes like a filter that doesn't look any different. It's just filled up. It's no good anymore. It's like a water filter that you pull out of your thing,
right.
your spigot. It's like it's still the same shape. It's the same weight. Still, you got to throw it away.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Have you experienced that?
No. But I have experienced other people's that because I'm aware of what you're talking about.
How do you put together a good year? I've had these things for a year. I had a solid year of zero, and then pow, they made their move.
I've always found they've been sort of spectacularly made in such a way that the timing of the life of a Zori is about 4 months.
Yeah, well,
and it just disintegrates.
Depending on how much you work. No,
and so
but
that's probably why.
But I wish they would disintegrate.
They self-destruct. Well, wait, this thing. Look at that thing. Look at that.
Shut up.
It's like styrofoam now. Look what you did to it.
What do you mean? It's got nothing on it.
It weighs about a gram, right? Not half a gram.
It's in fine. The shape is fine.
Styrofoam, this thing.
But look at the shape. Blew a little stink toward Drew. Okay. No, look, they're in good shape.
I know. Their good shape is good. But
why do I got to throw them out? Is there a way to defunkify them? Can we put it in that...
Marcus. Oh, my God. Marcus bring his up. Oh, Engineer Marcus. Those are like 6 years old.
It can't... Okay, what is that?
I don't know.
All right. Can we put it in your what are they you're on? Your centriclave? What is your sterilization thing?
Centrifuge? Yes, no, come on.
Clave.
Autoclave.
Autoclave. I'm going to put it in your autoclave.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll try that. It's worth a try.
All right, so they're no good. No, what do you think? What about the dishwasher?
Try it. Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
But it's the part where it's reactivated immediately, as if it's in its soul.
But that's my point.
It's in the soul of the soul,
indeed,
man.
But I think it's because it has the time for that reaction to occur, so you may need time for it to undo. Like if you soaked it in Pine Sol for 4 months, it'd come out.
Okay.
See?
All right. I'm going to sink $800 into my $4 flip-flops.
I'm sure.
Okay, let's move forward.
Yes.
But do you understand how
I'm
this
ready.
works at a
I'm really
molecular
ready.
level?
I'm truly.
Do you
truly
know
ready.
how this works at a
I have
molecular
no
level?
Effing clue.
Okay. David,
Yes.
you're 25.
Yes, sir.
But Drew, you understand I don't have stinky feet.
Well, now you do.
Well, now I do. That's my point.
I don't know.
I was at the movie theater last night. I was crossing my feet. I was at one of the ArcLight movie theater. You know where the person's it's so steep. The sight lines
You
are
have time
great
for that.
for crossing my legs.
No, for going to a movie.
I go to a movie a month. I go on a Sunday if I can
Sunday,
at
yeah.
like 5 in the afternoon. That's the only time I can go to a movie.
Got it.
I saw that crappy Red Eye, which blew big turtle ass. Wes Craven's the king of the tards. But anyway, I was crossing my legs going, ooh, who farted?
Oh.
And I realized my foot was about...
Oh,
Your
sorry.
hand stink. Yeah, my foot was about 6 inches away from the person's head who was sitting in front of me because the steep sight lines, they're
Yeah.
sitting down. And I went, oh, that poor son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Yeah, tough. All right, you want to talk to David?
Yeah.
You're 25. David,
Yes.
what's up?
That guy in front of you, that was me. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, it was a chick. Go ahead.
I got this girl pregnant who I was seeing for like 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And like seemed to be getting a crappy thing.
Okay. That's about does that.
So, how many times we talked about getting out of the gates with a dude?
Yeah, I know.
We should never
Yeah,
talk
I
to
know,
a guy.
I know. I thought it looked to me like it was going to be a girl answer a question, but I screwed up.
All right.
But you know what?
Anna?
I like
Anna?
it when a caller actually talks about what you guys were just talking about on air. It's rare.
It is rare because usually we say something like, I talk about red arrows for 45 minutes and then I go, what do you think? And they go, about what? That is true.
Yeah, and then you hear the cash register ringing up.
Anna? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me thinking. When I come up with a good idea, it makes that's the sound it makes.
Oh, that's what that was.
Like I'm driving in my car and I'm thinking, hey, I got an idea for a TV show. That's what it sounds like. And then I'm like, wait a minute, what if I put a heater in a sofa? Then I'm like, there should be brake lights for motorcycle helmets so they're sitting up high.
Oh.
Yeah, but then nothing turns into money. Anna?
Here we go, Anna.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. I've been
Uh-oh.
watching-
And the same sound when I get a boner.
I thought it was that plank sound.
Always funny. Go ahead, Anna.
Okay. My name's Anna. I'm.
Hold on.
Remember when you used to be able to do that?
I have a good idea, Anna boner.
I'm from Stockton. I'm 22.
Yeah.
I just got a colposcopy.
Right.
Am I saying that right?
Yes.
It's where they freeze like the
yes.
inside of my
No.
cervix.
Colposcopy is just where they take a look with a colposcope.
My doctor told me that they freeze the inside of
Right. When they find stuff that is precancerous or cancerous, then they take it
Right.
out.
Well, that's in through the ass.
No, it's the vagina.
No,
But for a guy, it's going in through the ass, isn't it?
There is no colposcopy for a male.
There's
It'd be
a colonoscopy.
colonoscopy. That's,
All right.
yeah.
Well, why not? Yeah.
Colposcopy means looking at the cervix with a microscope, basically.
All right.
Right. Anyways, I was just wondering if that will affect my chances of getting pregnant.
Well, it depends how much they had to do. And do you have a conization procedure or just the local cryo?
It was just the local cryo, I
That
believe.
usually doesn't do too much. Obviously, if you mess around too much with the cervix, you're going to potentially cause what's called cervical incompetence, meaning the second trimester of pregnancy, the cervix can't hold the pregnancy in there, and pow, out it comes. Now, they have procedures to help with that. They have something called a cerclage, where they actually sew the cervix up, hold everything in there. But again, the more you mess with the cervix, the more likely there is to be trouble. Now, just a little bit of cryo, no, not likely to be a big deal.
All right. I want to talk about gas prices for a second.
Oh, my God.
They're supposed to be going through the roof.
Going? It's going to get worse?
Well, they say that after the hurricane and all that stuff, everything goes up. Any excuse to go up. But as I was telling you on the phone the other night, I really got a plan. Just this whole plan. Okay, here's what I want to say. The whole gas thing just seems to be a horribly short-sighted strategy. We import. Forget it's called gas. let's just call it a substance that we need.
Well, let's call it
Come up with a good name for it, Drew.
honey of the gods.
Well, that's a little wordy, but
Okay.
let's call it honey of the
Honey.
gods.
Okay.
Let's call it
HOG.
yeah. Let's call it hog.
God's own medicine.
Okay.
GOM.
All right, let's call it gom.
Okay.
I like hog better.
Okay, hog.
All right, so honey of the gods. This stuff's called hog, and we need it. We need it. We need it for business. We need it for pleasure. We need it for everything. This whole country runs
We
off
need
it.
it to move around. We need it to stay warm. We need it to stay cool in the hill.
We can't exist. We've built our entire infrastructure on this hog.
Yeah.
All right, now the problem is we get all the hog from a part of the world that we don't really we don't bode with nicely from a ideological standpoint.
And we have our own hog in a place we don't really want to go get it.
We don't really want to go get it. It's up in some tundra.
Yeah.
There's some wilderness. It's off the Gulf of Mexico. It's wherever it is. Yeah, we got some hog around here, but we don't want to get it too much. We decided it'd be better off to get it from 3 billion miles away and then ship it over in boats instead that can just run aground and screw up the same area we were worried about drilling a couple small strategic holes in. Okay. And we are going to make the worst people on the planet filthy rich. We're going to take people that make the mafia look like Mother Teresa and just give them oodles and oodles of money so they can have 18-karat gold toilets to crap into. And then one small group, like the Saudi royal family, can have tons of money, and all the other people around them can live like serfs. Fantastic. Okay, so that's that. That's a number one plan. That seems horrible. Number two plan is we just keep going along. If it goes up a couple bucks a barrel, we pay a couple bucks more. If it drops down, there's no long-term anything, and it's a finite
Resource.
amount of hog.
Yeah.
It's going to run out one day.
Yeah.
And we're not doing a whole lot to come up with alternative or to build any kind of massive mass transit system or anything, especially in Los Angeles.
I remember I came home from college in 1977 or so and announced that there was 50 years of fossil fuel left, and that's it. And we got to do something.
Right.
I announced that to my family,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Eh."
Those of us who were alive during the first gas crunch, I could remember waiting in line with my mom in her VW Squareback, long lines. Thank God the Corollas have no range. We still needed enough gas to get to the crappy Lucky's, drop off a few food stamps, and grab some whole grain bread and go back to the dump. But the point is we had to wait in line. They had odd and even number rationing for your license plate. If your license plate ended with an odd number, you do it on like Monday, Wednesday, and
that's
Friday, and even Tuesday,
Right.
Wednesday, and Saturday.
Weird, yeah.
Big signs, gas out of line, out of gas, lines going around the block.
Remember
People
that?
just
Waiting.
ironically burn 5 gallons waiting in line to get gas.
Yeah.
And everyone said, and we're talking about like 1972, everyone said, well, by 1980 we'll be tapped. We got to make a move.
Well, let's
We
figure
got to
it out,
start.
yeah.
We got to start coming up with alternative fuels. Somebody's got to do something. 30 years later, almost 35 years later, exact same system in place.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, here's what I think we need to do. Are you ready? Gas, $5 a gallon.
Yes.
Okay. We need to create incentives to get people out of their cars and onto a bus.
And wait, $5 and the extra money
Extra $2 a gallon.
goes to infrastructure for mass transportation and
That's all it goes
alternative
to.
fuel sources.
That's
We need that
all
too.
it goes to. It doesn't get skimmed off to
Yeah.
go to the school system.
Yeah.
It doesn't get skimmed off to go to the fire department. It doesn't get skimmed off to help subsidize potato farmers. It's there's $3 a gallon is what the gas costs, and the other $2 because it's now $5 is going. And imagine how much money that would be.
It's
by
a
the way,
tax, basically.
it's a tax, and it's going straight into alternative fuels and above ground light rail and buses and whatever.
Nuclear,
And
whatever.
now, here's the deal. You don't want to pay $5 a gallon. Good. Go on the bus. Some of
that-
that money goes
takes the
into
price off that.
subsidizing
Yeah.
the bus.
Takes the price off that.
That's
Make
right.
some of that free.
Those of us who want to continue driving, that's our prerogative.
The literal millionaires.
Literally a millionaire. Literally a millionaire. Drew. Those of us who insist on driving,
Yeah.
that's fine. You have to pay. It's, remember, driving, privilege. Remember?
At one
Not a
time.
right. They used to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's a privilege. Good. You have to pay for it. You're polluting. You're making the Saudis rich. You're killing the ozone. Whatever. You're depleting. Fine. Pay for it. Just like anything else. Pay for it. But for that privilege, you have to help subsidize people who need to use these other systems, and it will create incentive and create force to get people out of their car and onto the subway, onto the trains, onto the buses.
We lost track of the fact the government was supposed to create forces
incentivize
to make behavior better.
Right.
That was sort of the goal of good government.
Right. Here's how government works. Society works better when the people of society are married. Not crapping kids out of wedlock. So what's the government do? We'll give you a tax incentive that will incentivize you to get married. Okay? That's what the government does. The government takes a look at what's going on, says, well, you know what? It would be better if people carpooled. It would be better if people rode the bus to work instead of individual SUVs. It would be better if people bought cars that got 30 miles a gallon as opposed to 8 miles a gallon. So let's create incentive to get them out of the SUV and on into the bus.
Perfect.
Right. What's our incentive?
0.
Give me an Escalade and put some spinners on it.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
Okay. You want to know why? No incentive. How it works there, buddy. All right. $5 a gallon.
Maybe more.
$8 a gallon. Hey, I'd do 20.
Really?
Oh, I'd be going down the freeway. I'd be going 130 down the freeway.
Oh, that'd be part of the deal. Take the speed limits off.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what I want.
That's privilege.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Hey,
Leia?
Leah?
Leia.
Is that's your name?
Yeah.
Is that how you spell that?
It's A-way.
Supposed to be spelled like Star Wars.
Okay, here we go.
CIA. All
All
right.
right. What's up?
What's going on? All right.
19.
Okay, I had a question about something my friend told me. We go out partying and raving and whatnot, and he told me to stick an ecstasy pill in my vagina, and I wanted to see if there was like any bad side effects or anything like that, or if it'll burn it. I don't know.
Drew, what about that? You can rectally take in things. What about vaginally?
I imagine you can do anywhere
Any
there's
mucosal surface?
Yeah, mucosal surfaces things will absorb. I don't think the vagina is a great place to do it. You can obviously get yeast infections and vaginitis, and
Oh, really?
and again, ecstasy is a well-known neurotoxic agent, so it damages brain.
Yeah.
And if you're going to take it, no matter how you take it, you can't avoid that neurotoxic effect.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, if you get high, you get high.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you're getting high, it's going to screw with your brain.
Yeah.
So if you put it in your vagina and you don't get high, well, you don't get high.
And you don't get the injury.
And you don't get the injury. But if you put it up your ass or in your eyeball, up your nose, or up your coos, and you get high,
gets to your brain, there you go.
Then it does it. Why not just take it? See, I don't experiment with my drugs. I take them orally.
Of course. Those that you don't take rectally, that is.
Yeah, yeah.
I've taken them rectally before. It's a lot more fun than eating them normally.
Why?
I don't know. I hear that you absorb more of the MDMA.
You've taken X rectally?
Yeah, several times.
In a suppository or just the pill?
Crush it up and put it in a capsule.
Hold on a second.
That's-
Listen, I've done X. You just eat it, and you're high as a kite for 5 hours. It's like shoving a bong up your ass. Like, why do it? I got a joint.
Because maybe you could get a little more bang for your money. Then why not just take 2 pills then?
Well, look, I might be able to absorb more calories if I shoved a hoagie up my ass, but I'd rather pay the extra $1 and get the foot long.
Right, exactly.
And then shove it up my ass. No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. And who knows what,
But here's the thing. I've taken X a few times.
A few times?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
A few? How many's a few? When was the last time?
Ooh, not that long ago.
Oh, where were you?
It was a bachelor party.
Oh, dude.
It was only half of one.
Where, in Vegas?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
That's why you came
I
back
did
so
half a
irritable.
thing. Oh, shut up. Here's the point. I've probably done X.
E.
Let's see. I mean, E. One of those letters. What's it, X or E?
It's E now.
I'd say in my life, I'd say 5 times. Maybe 7 over the course of about 20 years. So not too bad. But here's the deal. You get high. You get high fast, and you stay high for a long time. I don't know why you have to get higher. And the pills, $10. How much you got to save by putting it up your ass? And then what about the part where you're putting stuff up your ass? Isn't that worth anything?
Right. Well, this is big time drug abuse. So,
Leia,
Yes?
why put it up your ass?
why not just take more?
Why not just take it?
It costs a little more. And I don't know, you don't have to take 2 if you only take 1, and why take more drugs than you have to?
Leia, the what counts is what gets to your brain, and you're taking more drugs by putting it up your ass.
And as a guy who's taken 1 and then like gone down to a half, taking 2 just seems nuts. And yeah, I mean, not that you got anything to do with your brain anyway, but it would be nice if you could, pull a spoon to your mouth
But
in
here's
3
what
years.
these guys misunderstand is that, yes, there will be memory problems.
Mm-hmm.
So you won't remember what you did, short term, minute to minute. And the mood problems are just horrific. Imagine being miserable all the time.
Yeah.
There's no free lunch in Mother Nature. The higher you get, generally speaking, at least with these stimulants, the more damage there is, the more the price to be paid down the road.
I'm just, pardon me for judging, because I know you can't judge, but a 19-year-old chick shoving stuff up her ass to get high just screams, I got a problem.
Yeah, I've called before with problems. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the plan?
What do you mean, what's the plan? What do you want to
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Just keep shoving drugs up your ass? And by the way, if you're going to put drugs up your ass, why don't you start muling in heroin and make some money?
No, because I can't really fit too much.
Okay.
No,
Well,
but it's
Leo,
not going to go on forever.
no, you'll die soon. It'll be awesome. Here's what I want you not to do. Don't have any kids.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a definite no-no.
Okay, good.
I know, but when you're super high and you're chick, you can't get pregnant sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so what are you going to do to prevent that?
I'm already on birth control.
Good.
Why?
Excellent.
Why?
Why? Because I am sexually active.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, I had her pegged for a prude. Okay. Old-fashioned girl. Just puts one tab acid up her ass at a time. All right, so go ahead and experiment with your vagina. You're living in Riverside. You're putting drugs up your ass. So what's
What's the plan?
What are you going to
Back
do?
to that. What
are you going to do?
I want to get into effects animation, actually.
All right.
Background design.
Okay. Well, you're on the right track.
Ah, thank you.
All right. You keep going, sweetie. I'm surprised if you don't land your dream gig by this weekend. Let's take it as a compliment. You're on the right track. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's so hard for me to understand that. I mean, it's like it's one thing to go, well, I feel miserable and I'm just going to take my risk. It's the only way I can deal with life.
Mm-hmm.
But when somebody who deals with these things every day professionally goes, hey, here's what's going to happen, you go, yeah, sure. So anyway, that's the part I can't understand.
Well, let me explain something, Drew. These people obviously, especially the chicks, they have horrible dads. They have serious problems.
I know that the life,
any form of authority,
that walking around in their skin feels like S all the time.
Right.
And they'll tell you that reality sucks. But guess what? Reality is neutral. Reality doesn't have a valence.
right?
Reality just is. But how you feel in reality sucks.
Right.
So I get that. I understand. But there are ways to permanently improve that, and they don't include ecstasy.
Well, that's right. Listen,
Anyway.
no child left behind. Leia.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you stop doing the ecstasy before you screw your brain up permanently?
How many does it take until you're screwed?
You're probably there.
Yeah, I'd say you're there.
7 over 20 years, right?
7 over 20 years, I think we decided.
Well, in my experience, it's been around 20 for sure. You can be there with one large one, and you may have done that with the rectal.
I got 13 more to go.
And 20, or it's hard to say. There's no magic number with that.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that when my patients say they've used it more than 20 times, they end up on antidepressants the rest of their life.
What are you doing for work?
I deliver pizza.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, let's go ahead and pretend. Here's the thing, everybody. A lot of people act like they're living in someone else's body who's living in someone else's life.
Well, maybe something's wrong with me.
Well, that's
no,
a
but
fact.
I mean, like that. I care that something happens to Leah, the pizza delivery chick.
No, I do too. But I have a little tough love approach to it.
No,
But
I got
here's-
tough love too,
here's
but
what
I
I'm saying.
actually am disturbed by this kind of stuff. And she gives over pizza and is behind me all the time. Okay, and then we'll see her in a nursing home in a few years, and then that'll be that.
Here's my
Call it life.
point. Here's my point, Drew.
Yeah.
The way I know we get to a car analogy almost every time, but when you're driving someone else's car, you're driving it. When you're driving the company car, it's a certain way.
Right. A rental car.
It's a rental car. I'm just saying the company
Yeah,
car. When I used to deliver booze for the Flask Liquor, they had a station wagon. I'd be rolling forward and throw that thing in a reverse.
Yeah.
I'd be, pothole,
Right.
just pile right through it. It's someone else's car.
Right.
That's how I drove it. Then I got in my car. Well, actually, I didn't have a car.
Eventually, you had a car.
5 years later, I got in my own car and I drove it differently. People are driving their lives and their bodies like they're in the Flask Liquor station wagon. It's your body. You're putting stuff up its ass. It's your life. You're delivering pizzas and rotting your brain and just getting high and living in Riverside. You're living like you're wearing out someone else's body.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I would be doing. If I was inside your body, be getting high all the time. Just chain smoking, staying
not?
up, just getting wide. It's a rental buy. It's like a rental buy. And if it wasn't my life, I'd tell every teacher to blow me. I'd tell my boss to smell my fart. I'd storm out of every relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would do all this stuff.
Yep.
But it's your life and it's your body. You're living in it. Why do it? Why drive it off the road?
I believe that people walk
Heavy.
around dissociated a lot of the time. They're disconnected.
They don't know they're in their own vehicle.
They're like in a freeze state all the time. They're disconnected from everything.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
So it's like as if they're driving the
It's like,
rental
it's like
car,
they're out
but
of body.
it's their car.
It's like they're out of body all the time. They're
Yeah.
hovering over their own body, and their body, the one they're looking at, is a rental car.
Yeah. No, I deal with those people all day. They're not even that close to their body. They're not even hovering over it. They're in like the next county. All right.
Riverside.
We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on Loveline. Just a minute or two. Call 1-800-LOVE-191.
Yeah. Loveline. That's what I'm talking about. Getting it on tonight. Gotta get it on.
Who?
No choice but to get it on. Mandate.
Get it on.
Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Let's hop back to the phones. What do you say, Drew?
Yeah, let's hop.
We got to pay some bills at the top of the hour. Checking in with news, traffic, weather, traffic, and weather. And the news every quarter hour. Top of the hour, half hour, quarter hour, 8th hour, 16th hour, 32nd hour, 64th hour, 128th hour, 256 of an hour, everybody. 512 of an hour, everybody. That's we check in with traffic, sports, traffic, news, weather, sports, and traffic. Every 512th of an hour on the hour. 5, checking back. Skycopter 9, what do you got up there? Oh, man, it's close. Yeah, we're checking in with sports, weather, news, and traffic at the top of the 5/16th of every hour. Checking in. Hey, we're your headquarters for traffic, news, weather, and traffic. Coming in every 16th of an hour. Who decided people were that interested in the news?
I don't know. You mean that we need to have it in 22 minutes?
Not even 22. If you listen to AM morning radio, it's about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Who decided that we're so in love? Let me ask you the three things, Drew. Weather.
Yes.
Hey,
Well,
what month are we in? I was going to go out. I was going to go out today.
Yeah.
I was going over to the valley to do some construction work today. I was going to go out in a down mummy bag with armholes cut into it, and then a layer of foil over that, and my whole body covered in lard.
Yeah.
Okay, that was originally. Then I found out it was going to be sunny and 95 degrees in the valley.
But I know that people are interested in the weather. I have 3 words that let me know that. The
What?
Weather Channel.
Yeah, but nobody watches that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you know who watches that? Old AFs who just want to see stuff blowing around.
But I think people are naturally sort of inclined to just sort of preoccupied by the weather.
It's
something primitive in us.
It's a nice distraction.
Yeah, it's a
but
distraction. It's
I
something-
don't need to know that in the end of June I can just go ahead and get away with a T-shirt.
I mean,
if
here
I'm
in
going to
Southern
be swinging a
California,
hammer.
it could be late night, early morning, low clouds, marine layer burned off by noon, 78 to 82 in the afternoon.
No, that's at the beach, and then inland it's 80s and 90s, and in the valley it may get up to triple
That's
digits.
August. If we were in June.
Yeah. All right, but we're in August
Yeah.
now, Drew. That's my point. What do we need to know about that? Every 15 minutes I need to know that? Every 12 minutes I need to know that?
I think there are probably places in the world that need the weather. There's thunderstorms and this and that.
They ironically don't get it every 9 minutes like we do. We don't have weather.
I know.
We have months
Southern California.
that don't change.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Here's the thing about weather. Tell us if there is anything to tell us. If not, we don't need to hear it.
Right. When it's changing, tell us. Notify us when there's a change. Here we go.
All right.
All right. Amber.
Adam,
Carolla. Yeah. What's happening, Amber?
it's your favorite blind girl.
Oh, yeah, you.
Yeah.
You're totally blind, right?
Yes, I am.
Car accident.
Yes.
She called it visually challenged, I think, at first.
No. Yeah, that's what he called it, but I
Oh, okay.
just called
No, I didn't call it that. Look,
She said it straight.
I got PO'd that people call it seeing impaired because
Yeah.
impaired suggests that you
Yeah.
have some vision, but blind is blind.
Yeah, exactly. There are visually impaired people who have a certain amount of vision, and then there's people
I'm visually
like me.
impaired.
Yeah, Drew wears glasses. He's visually impaired. Without his glasses, he would not see. 500 years ago, he would have a visual impairment
I've been
and would
eaten
not
by
be
a
able to
rhino or something.
Not be able. 500 years ago, 5 million years ago, he would not be able to drive a cart.
My words would hit me with a lance. All right.
He would not be able to put leeches on his patients.
All right. What's the question, Amber?
Well, I'm moving to Pennsylvania on September 8th, and you guys don't get Loveline up there, so I have heard of like these radios that will allow you to get radio stations from all over the world, and
I think you can catch us on the web at various places.
I can't use a computer. I never learned how to.
Yeah, it's 2 of us, except for at least you have an excuse.
Adam has
nothing.
Adam has an impairment.
Well, my excuse is I'm an idiot.
No, Adam, that's not true. You are one of the most intelligent men I have ever met and I've ever heard.
Don't stoke the flames, Amber.
But
Don't
no,
do it.
I can barely read, and I'm not even dyslexic.
Well,
That's
you know,
the scary
Adam,
part.
that's not your fault. That was due to your education. Blame LA.
That's
LA
right.
Unified School.
Warehousing.
You're
Don't
hit-
worry, I'm suing him.
Ooh, it's an interesting idea.
Believe me, I get my buddies Chris and Ray in on that.
Yeah.
And Donnie. I get all my buddies in on that.
Oh, boy.
I'll testify. They're all idiots.
I hope when I get older, Adam, I am half as intelligent as you are. You are very, very smart.
Well, you're already a genius in my eyes.
Thank you.
Sorry about the ice reference. So, yeah, you're completely blind, right?
Yes, I am.
She sees shadows, she said.
And
no,
what?
I don't see any shadows.
And what about these radios that can? By the way, I have a radio in my house. I can't pick up anything locally, so I don't know about these radios. Some sort of satellite radio or something like that.
I don't know. I've just heard of them before. I don't know where I heard of them, but there are these certain, I guess, long wave radios. You know, they have the short wave. So I guess
Yeah.
they have long wave radios.
Who cares?
Anderson, help her out with this. Do you know what she's talking about?
No, I have no clue because
Okay,
I don't.
Marcus, you know anything about this? Oh, he's looking it up on.
Yeah, Marcus is on the computer. We'll see what we can do. We'll put you
Okay.
on hold, Amber,
No,
and
wait.
try to help
I
you
have
out.
one more question.
Okay.
quick.
Why are you going to Pennsylvania?
Why am I going to Pennsylvania? My parents are moving out of California. They're moving down to Texas, and I'll be moving in right next door to my sister, and they just want me to be close to some family.
Your
All right.
sister.
Yeah.
What
So
part of
I'll-
Pennsylvania?
Erie.
Yeah, you'll be able to get the Pittsburgh station. You're fine.
I don't think so.
You'll be
When
fine.
I lived up there during my 8th grade year, and basically all we got was, country station.
No, we're back in Pittsburgh. We've been there about a year.
Yeah, you get the Pittsburgh
Go
station.
Pens.
Don't
Yeah.
panic.
Yeah.
We're back in Pittsburgh. You'll get it.
No, go Penguins is what he's saying. right.
Okay, hold on. One more question.
Yeah.
I overheard you one day talking about these electric fly swatters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you pick up one of those from?
You get them where you get the radios.
Like Radio Shack or something?
Probably.
No, I mean the long wave radios.
Look it up on the web, honey.
Yeah, online. It's
Oh, okay. Come on, Anderson.
This is their own private intercom system.
Look, here's the thing. I don't know about those. I think Jimmy has one of those, and Drew, you have one of those electrified
They're
ones,
not
right?
as good as you'd think.
No.
They're okay.
Yeah.
You have to swat it through like a swarm. for it
Yeah, in
do
order to
anything.
buzz them.
Yeah.
They got
Here's
the
the thing-
suction ones now. They're really cool. They suck up the bugs.
Suction's nice, but here's the thing about a fly swatter. Pretty effective.
Yeah.
No need for improvement on that.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. You see, the rolled up newspaper, the slipper, or the flip flop, I like to kill them with stink.
It's not. Yeah.
It
I see
doesn't
it coming.
Well, the reason it doesn't work, you know why it doesn't work?
Not enough leverage.
No, because the air doesn't pass through
Ah.
it. And so,
Well, I use a towel quite effectively.
okay. But
Air
here's,
doesn't pass
I
through
think
that
Amber wants to hear it.
here's the
I think she
thing.
needs to hear it.
Here's the thing.
Good point.
If you took if you just put a like a fur ball, a dust ball on the floor, and you whacked at it with a towel, it would. You whacked it with a newspaper, it would blow
move.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what they do. They blow out.
Yeah, yeah.
The fly swatter's filled with holes.
Yeah.
Air passes through it.
Good. There you go.
Pow. Yeah. Nothing better. And I'm into killing stuff now.
I've noticed that.
I used to be in a catch and release program, and I realized the reason the spider or whatever's inside of my house is because this is where it wants to be. Oh, wait a minute. I got something with the radio. Yeah, Loveline, Amber. Loveline's in Pennsylvania on 93.7, 11 to 1 a.m. Thank you. So here's the thing, Drew. Spiders or whatever. I used to put them in a jar or a cup or something, and I would throw them outside. And then I think what they would do is they would just go outside and they would hump, and then would come back in and have their kids
Laughing at you.
inside my house laughing.
Yeah.
And I realized they're in my house because they want to be in my house.
Right.
I think, just throw them outside, and they'll be like,
no.
yeah, it's no different than my dog. I throw my dog outside, the dog just turns around, just stares at the window, wants to come back in. So I decided to kill him. It's my new thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. Stephanie,
Yeah.
24.
Yep.
You've noticed in the past 2 months that your belly button is crusty.
Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, but
No.
the only thing I can think of is that I'm allergic to metal, and when I wear jeans and shorts and stuff, the actual button rubs up against it.
No.
'cause
Well,
That
it's
is-
an interesting.
fine.
It's an interesting idea, and there can be nickel in a lot of the metal stuff that people wear.
Drew, haven't we heard that before, the crusty belly button?
Yes, and it's an infection.
Yeah.
And you got to get some
Really?
you got to get some Bactroban. A little staph gets going, or strep gets going in there, and it can have a runny discharge. It's kind of a mess, and
Yee.
See, I had no
Yeah.
idea, and I haven't been to a doctor lately, so
yeah, you got to get some antibiotic ointment anyway.
Topical.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay,
All right, baby.
you don't have a
Where do you-
piercing, do you?
I have what?
You don't have a piercing in there or anything, do you?
No, that's
Yeah.
the thing. I'm not pierced.
Yeah. Okay.
Where do you get the topical stuff?
A doctor. It's Bactroban.
nothing over
You
the
could try Neosporin, but Neosporin is not as good as Bactroban.
How about that hydrocortisone?
No, cortisone sometimes helps with this, but you really need an antibiotic.
Is it hydrocortisone or cortisone?
Put it in.
Same. How far do you put it in? You got to put it on a Q-tip sometimes. It depends how deep you go.
How
And
fat are you, baby?
there can even be an abscess. Hey, listen, Stephanie, there could even be an abscess sitting behind it sometimes.
You can't get in there?
Sometimes it'll drain quite a bit.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I did today at work. My buddy Ray was working without his shirt.
Ooh.
Had a nice big zit on his back.
Oh, that's disgusting. Did you put it on camera?
Yeah.
Oh.
I took a set of needle nose pliers.
Oh my God.
Drew, let me tell you something.
Oh my God. You're
Let me tell you
disgusting.
about gratifying.
Yeah.
This guy had a big old zit on his
And you
back.
just pow.
And I grabbed it with some needle nose. And I, not the regular pliers, the kind with the
needle nose.
long,
Yeah, yeah.
thin nose. And I just grabbed a big old. First thing I did was
Two-handed?
told him no.
One-handed.
Why do I need two hands?
You were
for?
doing this. Like I had a set of tongs.
Oh, okay. No, just ring the needle.
Yeah.
First thing I did is I grabbed a lump of skin. I pulled it off his back. So I got
So
a little,
isolated it.
little isolated. Then I grabbed it with the needle nose.
Went underneath.
Underneath?
No? Well, didn't you go sort of under it? And
Well, I just went around it.
Okay.
I went around it,
Yeah.
a little bit lower,
Uh-huh.
and I just started squeezing, and that baby blew. And it was so gratifying.
did it hurt him?
He screamed, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's cool.
Now, is he in the hospital getting IV antibiotics or anything?
No.
No.
No, My buddy Ray owns a scalpel. He bought a scalpel so he could work on himself.
I see.
I know you guys always freak out.
Yeah.
I land stuff. Ray cuts stuff off. We don't need you guys.
Nice.
Let's take a quick break.
Let's
Drew.
do.
Infatuated with girlfriend having sex with other guys. Bad sign. We'll be back to talk to Chris after this. Yeah, buddy, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. A couple pieces of business to take care of. First off, one lucky person tonight will win the Durex Party Pack. Party Pack includes CDs. Who do we figure out was from? Hoobastank?
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Good Charlotte?
No. The noise or the...
All right, anyway.
Yeah. Where was I?
It was good,
Yeah,
whatever it was.
It was good. It was good, I tell you. Anyway, you're gonna get the party pack. You get a couple of CDs. You get a poker set. You get some money. Doesn't specify how much. You know, it's a lot. And of course, you get those Durex condoms. And each night this week, we're going to decide who the best call is, and then we're going to award that person this gift. You just got to be 18 years or older. And you know what I say, Drew?
Good day.
I say there's sex, and then there's Durex. All right.
That's what you say.
Shall we rock?
Yep.
Let's talk to Chris. Chris, you're 26.
Yeah.
You infatuated with your girlfriend having sex with other guys?
Yeah.
Does that mean you want to hear stories about past relationships she's had, or you want to see her in action?
Yeah. No, I don't know. We've gone a couple times, and she's had sex with other guys.
And you like watching that?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I wonder if this is one of the outcomes of all the pornography young people are being exposed to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sex is no longer the real thing. It's just watching sex is the real thing.
Well, that's how I feel.
Well, I join in sometimes, and then when
that's
we get
good.
home, we usually have sex as well.
Sure. Just get the shop vac
All right.
out, mop up the other guy's semen, and get to town.
What's
Drew? Come on,
You're
let's be
gay.
practical. Okay, Drew, as a man of passion, Drew wishes all other men were dead. And not even secretly. And that includes his own son still. I gotta be honest with you.
Well, after puberty, maybe.
After puberty, they become a threat. And they must go to. It's like Logan's Run. It's like Menudo meets Logan's Run. You hit 13, you're out.
There you go.
All right.
Chris, what do you want from us? What's the question?
I guess, I don't know, is that normal? Am I the only one?
Of course.
Yeah, everyone
Who
does
doesn't
that.
feel
That's
like
what
that?
everyone wants to do.
Yes,
Sure.
yes. And Doug, he's into that? Yeah, of course.
All right, so what's wrong, Chris? Where's your mom? What'd she do to you?
Nothing.
Didn't pay enough attention to you?
No, they were fine.
Everything was good?
Uh-huh.
All right, well, stop it. Do you have kids?
Yes.
Oh, for God's sakes.
No.
This is now getting bogus on me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
How many kids do you have?
2.
With her?
Yes.
All right, knock it off. You're dad now.
Right.
Can't be screwing around anymore.
I'm not buying it.
I don't buy it either. Sorry, Chris. Don't buy it. Not getting it. Yeah. Bogus.
If you think so.
Bogus.
Well, either knock it off or bogus.
Bogus.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't feel
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Bogus doesn't, here's the deal. When people are making the bogus call, they give that wounded, like, okay, well, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Right.
There's way too much of that crap, by the way, in this society where someone goes, I saw you ripping off that guy's well. Hey, you're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
No, it's fact.
Yeah.
I saw it. If it's bogus, it's bogus.
Yeah.
And he's bogus.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was thinking about you wanting to have sex with all women and wishing all men were dead.
Yes.
Because I was watching the David Koresh story last night.
Oh.
And remember we talked about
Yes.
all these guys that are cult leaders.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's all about
Them having sex with
it's
young
about them
women.
banging underage chicks.
Yeah.
And it's ironic when these guys are men of God.
Yeah.
They end up what they end up doing is stuff like, well, they marry a 15-year-old, they crap out a few kids with that girl, and then 10 years later they end up marrying or banging or impregnating the girl's 14-year-old sister.
Oh.
I mean, he's He marries the 14-year-old.
Wow.
Then at a certain point in his preachings, once he has his flock, announces that he's entitled to put a seed in all women and, has 17 kids, based on banging everything that moved, including 12-year-olds over in the thing. And we've always talked about that. Now, people still
They
hold
leave
the
that
guy
out.
up. They always leave that part out.
What is it? That's the motivation.
Yeah, and they interview the guys, fellow Branch Davidians and his parents. Is like, well, he was a devout Christian who just believed.
Oh, please.
Please.
Yeah. Did they make a deal of it in the story you saw?
They
gloss
over it.
That's the whole story.
The whole story is every cult is a white guy who wants to bang 13-year-olds.
Well, it's not always the young ones. They want to bang
the
young-ish.
They always end up banging some 12-year-old.
Huh.
It's never 28-year-olds.
Interesting.
It starts off. Here's how it starts off. I get one chick.
Yeah.
Then eventually that goes to I get to bang all chicks,
Right.
all women,
Right.
and then that eventually spills into and bring me your daughters.
Okay.
Always glossed over. He was a devout Christian. He was insane, like all you nut jobs are. Oh, he knew the Bible back. Oh, so what?
Yeah, so what?
You become obsessed with a certain text and you learn it. Who cares if it's an atlas or the Bible? Who cares if it's the Thomas Guide or the Bible? So what? Any mad person who doesn't get laid in high school can get obsessed with a book and learn Catcher in the Rye and quote every passage from it. To make you a genius makes you a retard. All right, let's take a break. Yeah, buddy, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's the good doc, Doc Drew. All right, buddy. 1-800-LOVE-191. Forgot to give my show a little plug. Too late. Adam Carolla, Comedy Central there, buddy.
Good times.
Yeah, it's good times. Good show. It's fast. That's all I'll say. I won't say it's good. I'll say it's fast, but fast is
It
good.
implies good, yeah.
Goes right by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake,
Yeah,
you're 17?
yeah.
What's up?
I recently pierced my nipples, and
Mm-hmm.
I pierced them both at the same time, and one of them was a little shallower than the other, so I kept it in for only like a week, and then the other one I've left in, and it's been in there for like a month and a half now, and like I'll take it out and clean it while I'm in the shower and stuff, put the ring back in, and it's got this like white milky substance,
Pus.
like pus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pus.
All right.
It's
So
infected.
you got an infection.
That's infection then?
Yeah, I would say.
I would say pus is infection, yes.
I would be surprised when you take something and you actually pierce it apart, and you stick a pin through it or whatever, and it doesn't get infected. That would
Yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah, right.
I would count on the infection when you're sitting at home just poking a hole in yourself.
Take a part of your skin anywhere and open it up and keep it open. Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
it'll get infected.
It'll get infected.
All right.
And you add a metal piece in there where there's often rejection and other things too. It's irritating to it, and it gets infected.
Mm-hmm. So, Jake,
Yeah.
what should he do, Drew? Should he take the piercing
Take it out. See a doctor.
I don't. I don't like the nipple piercings on a dude or a chick, and especially on a dude because chicks get the nipple piercing, but they don't go topless. Guys get the nipple piercings,
see it
they
all
go
the time.
topless, and then it draws your focus to the guy's nipple. And the next thing you know, you're staring at the guy's nipple. And next thing you know, you're going, I wonder if he did that himself. And then you go, wow, that looks like it hurt. Then you think, I wonder if that ever gets caught on a fence, like when you're hopping a chain. And then you go, why am I thinking about this guy's nipples so much? Now I'm angry.
Yeah, I have a semi-retch every time.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I just can't take all the a-holes running around with the look at me.
Oh, yeah.
Look at my nipples, everybody.
They're sensitive.
As a dude, I have sensitive areolas.
Oh,
you know,
Jesus Christ.
lick your finger. The point is you're effed up. Fine. You want to poke holes in yourself? Fine. Keep your goddamn shirt on.
Right.
I don't want to stare at your stupid nipples. And that whole sort of thing like, hey, well, you don't have to look at it if you don't. No, that's untrue. If if Charles Manson carves a swastika in his forehead, you have to look at it. If you put a safety pin through your nipple and take your shirt off and you're standing in front of me at a concert, I'm going to see it.
Yeah.
What do you mean, don't look at it?
Yeah.
How does it even work? Don't look at.
Yeah.
Idiots. All right, Drew.
Well, you don't exist to them, so there you go. You shouldn't have to look.
John?
James.
Yeah, of course. If you didn't want people to look, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
So you do something that says, hey, that screams, look at me. Then you take your shirt off. Then you're like, hey, man, if you don't like it, don't look.
But as you well know, it's a strange repetition compulsion of something physical that was done to them. And so it really is beyond the, hey, look at me thing.
Of course. James?
Hey, what's up?
Sorry, it says John up there.
She messed that up. Sorry.
Okay.
But I went to Dr. Hogley Wogley's Tower, Texas barbecue a couple weeks ago. Did not like it so much.
All right. Well, then we have nothing more to talk about. Now, let me explain something. Dr. Hogley Wogley, Tyler, Texas barbecue, which is in deep Van Nuys, is the best barbecue
that we have to offer out here. You don't have the stuff that you get in the South. The stuff's been smoked for 6 weeks and
Drew,
stuff's fallen off
I've
the bone.
traveled now. I've traveled to Texas and tried some barbecue that was the worst barbecue I've ever had in my life. And then you and I were in Kansas City.
Oh, that was ridiculous. But
That's another story. But listen, and Drew, me and Jimmy went to Hogley Wogley's for my birthday a few months. We just just went in there.
Yeah.
Now, I've been eating the takeout version of it, which is barbecue that's been 2 hours after you order it. The PA drags it onto the set. It's good, but Drew, I challenge you to go with me and sit down in that place. It is the best, bar none. And even I'll put it up against Kansas City or Texas, especially in this goddamn city, home of horrible barbecue. Now, if you don't like it, you just don't like barbecue, or you're just an idiot.
Or you're from the Southeast and had different kinds.
No.
I moved here from New York 6 months ago, and there's much better barbecue over there.
Untrue.
No.
Look, first off, go back. Please haul your complaining ass back to your beloved New York, because I'm tired of all you idiots coming out here. You got no pizza. You can't get a decent bagel. You can't get it. You can't get it. Go back.
It's better here. Just the barbecue sucks.
No.
Yeah.
You're not going to do better than Hogley Wogley. I've been to New York 1,000 times. Kiss my ass.
Okay.
They got the pizza's better, the bagels are better, but not the barbecue. Not better than this place. Thank you. Go back. What'd you order over there?
I got the spare ribs. I was looking for baby back. They didn't have baby back. So.
Well, they were out of them then.
No, it wasn't even on the menu.
No, they have baby back ribs.
They have these cheap paper menus. It looked kind of slipshod.
All right, James, you're clearly an idiot, but what do you want?
Well, I wanted to know if using hydrogen peroxide to clean out your eardrum is safe or not.
Your eardrum?
Yeah, you pour a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in your ear to clean out your wax, and it fizzles and goes away.
Yeah. What about it, Drew? Does it dissolve it?
No, it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't?
No?
I'm not a...
How about you put a little on a Q-tip?
Do not
well,
do
yeah,
that.
that's what.
Do not do. That's
Why
a
not?
horrible idea.
Why is that bad? That sounds like a
Q-tip
great
is
idea.
the leading cause of ruptured eardrum in the country.
Really?
By far. And the peroxide doesn't do it. If you want to rinse your ear,
I thought it was a monkey penis.
You get you get the monkey fingers in there, but you get the bulb, the ear syringe, and you clean your ears out if you need to do that. But you can as you get older, you can rupture your eardrum doing that on your own. They now have suction devices to take that out, but you don't. Your wax basically comes out on its own. Peroxide doesn't do much of anything.
All right, get one of those bulbs and flush it out.
You got it.
All right, and go back to Hogley Wogley and drop the attitude this time. 21-year-old from New York. I'm tired of all these New York. You can't get, just go back.
He's in your hometown. He's in North Hollywood.
Go back. Go back to where you came from. All you idiots from around the country. Where I'm from, we can't. Go back. Go back. My motherland of go back. Go back. Whatever country you're from, whatever city you're from, please haul your ass back from whence you came. Or Shut up. That's all Los Angeles is filled with. There's a whole bunch of people from other parts of the country, other parts of the world. You know, where I'm from, there's free medicine for elderly are treated with. We got the greatest pizza. Go back or shut up. So tired of it. Imagine how miserable you would be living in a city filled with you guys.
Well, imagine if your beloved hometown had just that.
Yes. Imagine you go back to New York, you go back to Pittsburgh, you go back you go back to Boston, and all you hear all day long in the halls is talk of other teams. Yeah. That's all I hear. It's all I hear is Red Sox talk. It's all I hear is Patriots talk. And the only time it gets interrupted is with Steelers talk or Jets talk. That's all it is. Imagine that. Imagine somebody went into your crappy hometown and it was nothing but Rams talk.
Not so good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. L.A., that's one thing they don't tell you about L.A. That's all you're going to get. You're going to work in an office. You're going to have everyone's going to be a Patriots fan and some team that's 3,000 miles away, or a Yankees fan or a Sox fan. Well, everyone is either a Sox fan or a Yankees fan, and all they're going to talk about is the food from their city.
Hold on. You got to remember the industry you work in, where people come from all over the country.
Yeah.
You're working. If you're in El Monte working at a
then I get
office.
to work with people from Guatemala. That was my other one. To talk about their whole home country. At least they're from this country. Randy?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, my boyfriend, we've been seeing each other for a long time, and I've only slept with like 4 of the people in my life, and I'm not really experienced or anything like that, but he likes to experiment because I guess he has like a self-confidence issue with himself. But anyways, we started out with like using dildos and stuff, and now he wants to use like other household items. I was just wondering, because I'm like not really into that, because he wants to use just like different things around the house.
Like what?
I don't know how to...
Bogus.
Well, like what?
Bogus.
I'm sorry, what?
What does he want to use?
Bogus.
Well, first let me hear what it is. What does he want to use?
I'm sorry, what?
What would he like to use?
Well, we just started out with dildos, and now he's just making up stuff like to use, like
what?
He said once, I don't know, I think it was a water bottle, I think that he wanted to try once, like a regular water bottle, to see how that was, to see if I would like it. And like those small candles, he tried to use a candle once.
A Jew.
And so I don't know whether
Hanukkah candles?
Or how I should like approach him to tell him, that's
no,
kind of
you
weird,
couldn't. No,
you wouldn't dream of saying, "Hey, I'm not into that."
Yeah, you wouldn't tell
cut
him.
it out.
Yeah, you don't want to tell him you don't want a can of garbanzo beans shoved up you. He'll flip.
Well, I know. Well, see, at first I thought he was joking, so that's why.
All right. Where is he? Put him on the phone.
He's not here.
This is clearly bogus. He's standing in the room. Go get him. Put him on.
He's not here.
Put him on.
Somebody's
Put
there.
him on.
Whoever the male is next to you.
Put whoever the puppeteer is who's trying to feed you this horrible lie. Just put him on the phone. Let me talk to him.
Randy? There he is.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Hello?
There he is.
Thank you.
Thanks, Randy.
Geppetto. Next time, get a puppet that can execute your wishes, would you please?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Nice try. Idiots. Chicks can't, not only can they not do bogus phone calls on their own, they can't even do it when a guy's standing next to them with a Marks-a-Lot board. All right, you want to know why you know that's bogus? No question.
Yeah, no question. It's like, what do I do?
He wants to, and I don't know how to tell him. And then here's how you know it's bogus, too. They always buy time by resetting.
Yes.
At first, we started with dildos.
She said that 3 times.
And then he wants to do stuff around the house.
She had those beats worked out.
Right. Oh, what kind of stuff does he want to do? All you got to do is get specific for 10 seconds and everyone flips out. Oh, well, at first he started with, yeah. Got that part. We moved on to the other part.
Yeah, what he wanted to use.
Items. I can just smell the wood burning in your head. Put the guy on the phone. He's not here. See how easy it is, everybody.
I know.
All right. let's keep rocking and speak to Joey, who's 18. Joey?
Yeah.
Ooh, Joey the chick. I like that. What's up?
Oh, did you think I was a guy?
Well, I just read the Joey part. I didn't see the female. We'd have the F in parentheses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what's up? I was just wondering about how screwed up I can be from things that have happened in my life. I feel like I really need to go to therapy, and I kind of know that, but I can't afford it. I'm trying to put myself through college.
What happened to you?
Wow.
Well, there's been a lot. I was raped 3 times.
Well, that usually means some childhood sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not really. I guess childhood. I was underage, 14. All of them.
All right. That's sexual abuse.
It wasn't
All right.
like friends of the family or anything. It just happened. My mom tried to kill herself in front of me, like with a gun to her chest, and she told me it was my fault.
Oh my God.
That she wanted to kill herself.
How old were you?
And how old am I?
How old were you when that happened?
Oh, I was probably 16.
Yeah. She didn't say it was your fault.
She did. She was
No.
She was saying, "This is why. You know why I want to kill myself? It's because of you."
No. I don't buy it. No.
I mean, there's been other times, like one time I was gone cheerleading and I came home and she said, "I was going to kill myself last night, but you're at a football game and I didn't want you to have to come home and clean up the mess."
Well,
yeah, that's different than I was going to kill myself because of you being at this football
No,
game.
those were 2 separate times.
All right. I don't believe it. But here's the thing. Your mom's nutty.
Well, I know that.
You come from a lot of chaos, but you sound like you have your head screwed on fairly straight for someone who's been through what you've been through. But that doesn't mean you're not going to need to do the work that you have to do when you have this kind of upbringing.
How's it manifesting now? What are you doing? What are you getting into?
I'm not sure. I feel like I might be kind of like headed in a worse direction, like starting to become more manic, like depressive almost. And I saw a therapist for a while when I was younger, but I was so young and I was afraid that she was going to tell my parents everything, so I didn't really say anything.
Did your mom,
And now,
when your mom had the gun to her chest, did she pull the trigger?
No, she's still alive. No, it was she has serious psychological problems. So
Okay.
I mean, I know that, and she knows it. I'm sure.
All right. And what kind of college are you putting yourself through?
University.
All right. So
Well,
if you go to a university, there will be programs
Absolutely.
and things, right?
The school has mental health services for you. Why don't you take advantage of that?
I don't know about them. What's it? I mean,
Where
I
you-
haven't started yet. I'm starting in 2 weeks.
All right. Where are you going to school?
Western.
Western Washington?
Yes.
There will be student services. You go to the student health services, ask for therapists, and there will be those services available. In fact, essentially every university in the country has highly developed student health and mental health services designed specifically for your age, specifically there for you all year long, free. Students don't use them. Go use it, okay?
Yeah.
And if you have any other sort of compulsive behaviors, if you're getting into drugs and alcohol, if you're sexual abuse, sexual addictions, or other sorts of compulsions, go to a 12-step meeting. They've got 12-step on campus too, for sure.
All right, Joey, you're smart. Your parents nutty. Your parents are nutty, but you're
Yeah.
smart.
Well, I am, and I was wondering if the fact that I've been raped a few times in the past, if that's going to affect my problems with like relationships, and to what degree.
Hard to say. Yes, it will have an effect on it. Having the mom that was crazy will have an effect on it. All this will affect your ability to be close to other people comfortably.
Right.
You will do things in those relationships that you may not be aware of, may not be able to control, and it will not either go for people that are abusive or crazy, or you yourself will become that in the relationship.
Right.
Until you work things out with somebody that can sort of hold you in intimacy, in a contact, while you sort of rail against it the way you normally would. Hang in, work that stuff out, and
all right,
that's
just go
therapy.
throw yourself on the mercy of the university therapist.
Yeah, there you go.
All right?
Okay.
All right?
Okay,
All right.
great.
All right, good times, baby doll. You're fine. You're fine.
You're better than the average bear.
That's right. Eric,
Yeah?
you're 20?
Oh my God, it's you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing what you do. I love you guys.
Thank you for calling. What's up?
Yeah.
God, it's you guys.
It's us dudes.
I got a big problem. I've been with the same girl for 2 years. When we met, she had a 1-year-old. And I kind of raised that baby with her. Now he's 3, and he calls me daddy.
Oh, boy.
And we've been broken up for a month now, and I want to know if I should have anything to do with him.
And magically, her dad left when she was 3, too.
Of course.
That's something.
She's all chaotic.
Yeah. Here's the deal. Will she let you remain in that child's life?
She will, but she's kind of, since we've broken up 3 weeks ago, it's gone downhill real quick with her. I believe she's tweaking, and she's gotten a bunch of tattoos and piercings, and she's going crazy. And this poor boy, he lost his daddy, and a couple weeks later, he loses his mom.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what to do.
Who broke up with who?
I broke up with her because I caught her cheating.
Oh, boy.
So she's out of control.
Yeah.
All right. In a situation like this, because this is tough, you don't want to leave this kid alone.
Can you call Child Protective Services and see if maybe you can be a caretaker for a while?
Or this kid's going into foster care.
Yeah.
Well, the kid's taken care of by the mom.
The mom's on drugs right now.
The mom who's tweaking and getting tats?
No, I'm sorry. My girlfriend's mom.
The grandmother.
The grandmother.
The grandma takes care of the baby.
All right.
How's your relationship? How's your relationship with the grandma?
Very good.
Why don't you work with her on being around the child? You should, if you can I mean, it's a hell of a commitment, but ideally you should be with that kid at least till 8, preferably till about 12.
Oh, look, it's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
It just isn't. I mean, actually, my parents got divorced. I had people floating in and floating out. Some of them were better than others. And it was all right. I mean, if they were cool.
What, did they give you pot?
Yeah, pot brownie or something. I didn't, they didn't want to smoke out. No, I mean, I remember my dad had a couple of girlfriends. Some of them were sort of okay. It was sort of, this is nice lady. I was like, hey.
I'm sure your sister loved them.
She's a bigger fan of the fellas. Yeah, I don't remember anything. I just remember my dad had like a girlfriend, and she was all right. Now my mom knew a bunch of hippie degenerates, but there's a couple of them were kind of okay guys. It was like even if you're around for a year, positive influence, whatever.
Helpful. Yeah,
it couldn't. As long as if you ain't molesting the kid.
But really, the longer you can hang in and be there's a lot of good evidence that kids that come from homes like this, if they have a single positive, sustained, sane relationship outside of the home, their prognosis is dramatically improved. Right. One relationship is all they need.
All right. We'll can a week. That's all we ask. We'll take a little break. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. And we'll be right back after this.
Loveline will be right back.
Yeah! It's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Andy Milonakis is going to be in here a little bit later this week. He, of course, is a star of the Andy Milonakis Show on MTV. And
there you go.
Yeah. It was weird because we do the Andy Milonakis Show. Yeah. I was talking to my partners about it, and they're like, wow, the show's a big hit, but MTV hasn't greenlit it for a second season yet.
Really?
Well, I said, look, they give you a date that they have to greenlight it, and they don't do it a second before then.
That was our experience with them.
Yeah. You think they've changed?
Yeah. No.
All right, let's play a little Germany or Florida.
All right.
Drew, did you win last night?
Yeah.
You did.
I believe I
so
did.
You're back.
Yeah.
You're unslumped.
Yeah.
Roy?
Yes. Adam and Dr. Drew, good day.
Good day. I said good day. What's up, Roy? You have a Germany or Florida for us?
I do indeed, Carolla.
Go ahead.
Let me go ahead here. Police have arrested a 31-year-old man they caught vandalizing 2 cars by scratching large penis-shaped gouges into them and said they believe he may be responsible for similar markings found on hundreds of others. Police said on Friday the man was under investigation for vandalizing around 330 vehicles in the region over the last few months. Most of which had also been marked with the same penis insignia. Germany or Florida?
They keep getting tougher, don't they, Drew?
They've got us now. So the whole idea...
The region. pot laugh.
Yes, it was. A little light pot laugh.
Roy, you smoke a little weed?
No. Just drink a little beer.
Yeah.
All right.
And smoke a little weed.
All right.
No.
You did smoke
I
a bunch
smoked
of
weed
weed.
once. I didn't get high, though.
Yeah, even President
Once
Clinton.
was high school, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. Wow. Go ahead, Drew. What do you think? Penis scratching cars.
The whole vandalism thing sounds Florida.
Everything bad sounds Floridian,
but
though.
the penis thing, it sounds like the obsessiveness of a German. You know what I mean? The kind of making objects out of a scratch and stuff.
The automotive thing feels a little German too. Yeah. And that they would be that interested in the automobiles.
Yeah.
What do you think, buddy?
I think Germany.
You think Germany?
Yeah.
Drew says Germany. I say Germany too. We both go Germany, Roy.
Gandhi, we're now back.
Yeah, back.
Now I'm back.
Yeah, how do you like me now, bitch? Woo!
Yeah, I didn't trust it. I didn't trust it. I had 2 points.
Though,
Yeah, no, thanks, Roy. I'll tell you what I was doing there, and I think Drew was doing too, is we pretty much broke it down. Cars felt German, penis felt German,
you know what else? You know what
vandalization
else?
felt Florida, but that was 2 out of 3.
Trusted the instinct. I'm not overthinking.
Well, look,
I could have overthought it.
Yeah, let me tell you something. About any natural Germany or Florida player, anyone who has the gifts, the raw talent,
the goods,
God-given goods that you've received, and like I said, you can't take credit for that.
No, God
you can't
gave me
take
that.
credit for
No,
that.
no.
You can't take
I can
credit for
pray
that.
and thanks.
But you can't take credit
No,
for
I
it.
can't.
You can't.
No.
Touched by the
Don't
hand
worry,
of
I
God.
can't.
You can't take credit for it. I like when athletes try to be humble and go, I really can't take credit for my ability. I was touched by the hand of God. Wow, that's so refreshing, your modesty.
It's worse than him saying, hey, it's me.
It's really just going, hey, it's me, is really much less pompous. That the idea that the maker decided to pick you out for greatness.
Well,
right.
greatness, it's godly greatness.
Godly greatness. Yeah. Meanwhile, what's God doing to the guys working at the car wash?
Yeah, I don't care
What's
about
God doing to the guy who's born with a malformed arm or one leg short of it? Punishing them?
He can be mad at God.
Well, he touched you.
Yeah.
You can't take credit.
He passed over these other guys.
Can't take credit for my 40 times touched by the hand of God. You know, I'm that modest. Not going to give the credit to my parents. I'll give it to God. I have a personal relationship with him. But Drew, you know why you're back on your game?
Why?
Because you're not in your head anymore.
Right. I'm saying I'm not overthinking it.
You're reflexive.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You react.
Oh yeah.
You don't get up there and think about.
No, I heard Germany. I heard it in my head.
Whispered by the breath of God.
Just thought Germany.
Yeah. Like any natural athlete.
I just knew where the ball was going.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Drew. All right. Well, you're back, buddy.
That's it.
Feeling good. Feeling strong. Let's talk to Brittany. Brittany,
Yeah?
17.
Yeah.
Drew's back. Did you hear the news?
Okay, my question is, will...
Whatever knows what we're talking
about.
Prime example, what I was talking about earlier.
Yes, go ahead, Brittany.
Okay, like when I was younger, I was raped when I was a kid, and I was wondering if that
Perfectly normal, perfectly healthy.
By the way, let's not call sexual abuse rape. It's sexual abuse.
No, like when I went in when I was little, they said that they penetrated the wall. So
yeah, that's a sexual abuse. You were perpetrated by a pedophile.
Who did this to you?
I was in daycare.
Ugh.
And it was a state daycare too.
Ugh, right, fantastic. Well,
you get what you don't pay for.
Go where the goods are.
All right, but wait a second. Yeah, you saying you were raped when you were 5, or how old were you?
I want everyone to stop.
Please tell us how old you were first.
I was 7, so about
7.
10 years ago.
Go ahead, Drew. What's the rape cutoff?
14.
14. Before that,
sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pedophilia.
Why do you say that? Why is it not rape?
It's acting on a prepubescent children.
So the people that perpetrate this don't even deserve the lofty title of rapist.
Right. It's not
right. Why? And by the way,
rape. There's another case in point.
Everything's rape.
Well, but rape at least implies a sexual act because you have to have sexually mature biological agents engaging it. But it's not a sexual act.
No.
It's
not.
No.
No, it is not a sexual act. No. It is a violent
act of violence. Act of violence.
Violent act where you come at the end. But it is not a sexual act.
What?
I'm insulted that anyone would call it anything other
Anything that
violent
is
act.
violent where you ejaculate, what would you think is sexual about
Drew.
ejaculating after a violent crime?
It is if you robbed the convenience store, ejaculated, and left. It is no different.
And that would not even
that would not be a sexual crime.
No.
What other sexual endeavors involve ejaculation?
None.
None.
And what other violent crimes don't?
That's my point. It is not a sexual act. It is a violent
Whenever there's
act.
violent act, there's ejaculation.
No, it's a violent act where you come, but it's not a sexual act. Do you understand? These people feel no sexual gratification except for when they're coming. Other than that, zero sexual gratification. You understand that it is no different than you stacking bricks at a Home Depot if you came.
No different.
No different.
Same thing.
No different.
Nothing sexual about
Not
these things.
no.
No.
The only thing look, I guess if you wanted to make an argument, and I'm not going to make this argument, but if you really wanted to make the argument, I guess you could say the part where you ejaculate might have some. No.
How dare you?
No.
I say good day.
It's a violent.
What are you
violent
talking
act.
about?
Violent
Where
act.
were you going with that? I'm offended by
act
that.
Of violence.
Oh,
act
my
of
God.
Violence.
Where you come.
Where you come at the end.
Okay.
But other than that, no sexual component other than the ejaculation.
I said good day, sir.
That's right. Now, here's the thing. The reason we would like to separate, and by the way, there are no rape victims, only rape survivors. Okay?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And nobody's blind. They're only seeing impaired.
Right.
And the same with deaf.
Yes.
Okay. Now, and everything can be cured with herbs. Now, here's the thing. The reason we don't want to call the guy, the vermin that did this act to Brittany when she was 7 a rapist, at least the reason I don't like calling him a rapist, and I'd rather just call him a sexual predator or a pedophile, is if you roll over on your girlfriend while she's asleep and you're drunk, that's rape in our society. So this guy gets to wear the same crown as the guy who's banging the 7-year-olds? No.
It's a totally different thing.
But neither one a sexual act.
Well, we can let the child abuse be sexual.
Oh, okay.
That's allowed to be sexual.
Okay. Brittany?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, you were
my question
sexually
to that
abused.
Was,
yes.
Does that have to do with, like, why I have weird fantasies? And
Yes.
Yes.
What kind of fantasies are you having?
Well, like, sometimes I'll, like, randomly have sex with people I've never met before. Like, I meet them at a club or something, and then
That's not a sexual fantasy. That's a sexual addiction.
You actually
well, then, like, I have weird fantasies. So, like, I like to be handcuffed and that kind of thing.
Yeah. What, did they catch this guy?
Well, no, like, I went and pressed charges and everything. My mom took me, but he still had his license to daycare and everything because I was the first one to come up forward and say anything about it.
Well, you're behaving like a sexual abuse survivor, so that for sure happened.
And this is the real
Get some
reason.
treatment, Brittany.
Reason these guys need to be lanced and stuck to a piece of plywood, be impaled, because you then, they do their damage at 7, and now you're 17, and you'll have a life of acting out, and then eventually you will hook up with an abuser, crap out some kids, and those kids will get abused as well.
We need to institute the passion for abusers.
You need to get help.
Passion of abusers.
Quiet. Brittany?
Yeah.
You need to take care of yourself, sweetie.
Well, like, I don't want to go to therapy because
Why?
I don't think I, like, can really just, like, in person say that to somebody, like, I don't know. Only, like, my mom and, like, people real close to my family know about it, like.
Yeah.
Well, if your mom knows about it, she should get you some help because this is going to turn into a catastrophe for you.
Well, I didn't, like, remember it for the longest time. And then
No, I mean the way you're acting now.
Oh,
You're
yeah?
going to end up with STDs. You're going to end up, progressing in your sexual addictions. You're going to end up unable to have stable relationships. It's going to be a mess. You're going to get addicted to other things, too, as we go here, I suspect.
Yeah, that's already a problem.
Yeah, so listen, 12-step, all right? Brittany, unfortunately, the reality is you're not going to do anything until you convince yourself you're going to die of this whole thing, until something scares you to the point where you believe, I got to do something because I'm about to kill myself with these behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's going to take.
Right.
Hopefully you won't kill yourself.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the eyes of the law, these guys get treated the same way drug dealers get treated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One is a bunch of people that want to smoke some pot or do some coke. Supply and demand. Go find a guy they can get their coke from, or go find a guy they can get their pot from. These are people that destroy lives, and they go on forever. And not only do they destroy lives, they infect lives, because these lives then have offspring, and they damage the offspring. And then society has to deal with that mess. It is much bigger than just hurting this one person for this period of time.
Yep, I agree.
Can't we just put these guys down? No, they're fine. Everyone's worth something. Everyone's got a value.
Well,
every life is precious.
Brittany is the abuser of the future, or at least she's going to bring the perpetrator into her house.
Yeah, she will. Right.
So should we put down Brittany now?
No, what we need to do with Brittany is sterilize Brittany, and what we need to do with the person that perpetrated this act on Brittany is put him down.
Okay, that's true.
Okay?
Stop the cycle.
That's how
Stop
it works.
it somewhere.
We will, anxious to try anal sex. This is not a question. This Drew just wrote it on a piece of paper and slid it across to me. Try to keep that off the air, bud.
I've had anal sex.
Drew, please, we're still in the air.
Anything
Tried several times.
You just got to relax.
It didn't work. That's Gina. God bless her, though. She's got the fighting spirit. She got knocked off that.
You just got to relax.
She got knocked off that anal horse and got right back on it. Anal horse. If I had
you'd call it a racehorse. You call it anal horse. And it's anal horse
coming out of the furlong, but the 3 furlong lead, and it's anal horse wire to wire. Yeah,
just call it butt plug.
All right.
We lost her. She dropped her
phone. Just talking about anal horse. All right. Serious commitment issues? No. Girlfriend says, boys' spunk tastes different. Well, what do you want me to call it? Let's take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Hello? Who's this?
This is Loveline.
1-800-LOVE-191. Loveline will be right back.
Yeah, buddy, it's Loveline. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. You know what I'm going to do, Drew?
Go to Hoggly Wogglies.
I'm going to get it on.
Yeah.
Got to get it on, baby. Woo! Get it on. Yeah. Got a little TV show. Yes, he does. That's great songwriting, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it all.
Classic.
Oh, yes, he does. Yeah, answering your own question, really. Yeah. A little show called Too Late with moi, Adam Carolla on Comedy Central right now as we speak. Let me just say this. One lucky person tonight is going to win the Durex Party Pack. The Party Pack includes CDs, poker set, money, and, of course, some Durex condoms. Each night this week, we're going to decide the best call of the night. And,
not the best, but most in need of this pack.
Most in need of this pack, we're going to give them this. You got to be 18 years or older, and it's brought to you by Durex. There's sex, and then there's Durex. You want to speak to David?
Yeah.
Dave?
Hello?
18?
Oh, hi.
What's up?
Well, before my girlfriend and I have sex, she likes to, urinate on my body.
Okay. Here's somebody who needs a pack.
You do?
Yeah.
If this is not bogus.
No, it's not. And it turns her on, and I was just wondering if I could get any diseases if
How does she do that on you?
Well, she kind of spreads her legs and opens it up.
Yeah. I understand how urine comes out, but where? Yeah.
How does she position you so that? And where are you at the time?
Well, I'm on the bottom. It's just like she's gonna have.
I see. You're not above her.
You're not. You're not gravity doesn't.
You're not levitating above her.
No.
You guys aren't on the space shuttle orbiting.
I don't know if I want to give her the pack anymore. But listen, are you in the bathroom?
Yeah, we understand you would be beneath her and that gravity would take
Are you lying in a bathtub? I mean, where does she do this that doesn't cause a colossal mess?
Yeah, mostly in the bathroom. She likes to have sex while we have a shower.
I think I peed on your hand.
It's what?
Yeah.
It started coming outside of the shower into the bedroom, and we have sex at her house, and she is a neat freak, so she washes her clothes every day
that she wears. She washes her sheets every day. She vacuums every day. She's a clean freak.
She pees on everything.
And so she cleans up after it. It's come out of the shower into the bedroom, and I'm just wondering if I could get any...
No, there's nothing you're going to stop asking that question.
I'm bogus.
Yeah.
I'm Dave bogus, buddy.
No, it's
not. I'll buy it.
Okay.
I'll buy it. But no, it's not going to give you anything. There's nothing. Urine is sterile.
Yeah.
On what?
Sterile. Urine is sterile.
Take your soul out.
So no diseases?
No, you want to talk to Jessica? Give her the pack.
It's bogus.
Whatever. The answer is no. No
David,
diseases.
bogus.
Whatever. Let's go on to Jessica. I don't want to give him the pack.
Okay, so no diseases?
Yeah. Jessica, 20. Here we go.
Here's the other thing, too. You let someone do something to you for a prolonged period of time, and then you have questions about how dangerous it is. Right. Jessica?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're 20.
She
What's
needs
up?
the party pack. Here we go.
You guys, I love you, by the way. I know you get that all the time, but, I'm obsessed.
Well, now you're really getting the party pack, baby. You may even get the fudge pack. Party fudge pack going out your way. Traffic, weather, traffic, sports, news, traffic, weather, and fudge pack at Party Van Patrol coming out your way. Big brown bus with the water-soluble lube on the front of it. It's coming to the party here there. The party fudge pack. Yeah.
What's your question there, Jessica?
Okay, so basically, I just started dating this guy, and I really like him. He's cool, whatever, but he, hates giving me oral. And
Why?
I don't know. He says that the taste he doesn't mind, and it doesn't smell or anything. He's just the idea of it. He's gagged when he's down there.
And that's the only way you can have an orgasm, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was and he doesn't think it's a big deal. I'm trying to tell him, this is the only way I get off. It's pretty important,
Now, what does he say?
He just says, well, if you wanted me to do something, or if I hated the same thing, then I wouldn't make you do it. And I'm not making him at all. I just, I would
It's what he needs. It's what he has to do. Is he around? Can we talk to him?
No, he's not around.
He's vomiting. What's your nationality,
Or his.
Jessica?
What's his?
Or what's his?
His nationality, he's white. He's Caucasian.
Are you a Mormon?
What are you?
No, he's Jewish. I don't know.
And what are you?
I don't have a religion. I don't know. I'm atheist, I guess.
No, what's your religious...
I'm white. I'm white.
All right.
Here's my basic... You a gas station or something?
Pager.
No, sorry, I'm going through a bridge toll.
He's Jewish.
Here's my basic message to this guy. Get it together. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what you're into. TS.
Yeah. You don't love it? Great. Get down there.
Here's what I worry about, Jessica.
What?
Give her the party pack, first of all.
You're getting the party pack. Now, here's the other thing. What does this guy do? Does he make a good living?
Is he in school?
We're both 20 people at a community college, and I'm at a university.
He's at a community college.
Yeah.
A Jew at a...
I know.
Parents living?
They killed themselves,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean.
Where are his parents?
His parents are divorced. His mom's in Idaho, and I don't know where his dad is.
What kind of Jews
Not
are
both
these?
Jewish.
They're not Jewish. Their parents aren't Jewish. Half Jewish.
One is,
okay,
one isn't.
fine. Okay, I'll admit it. He's half Jewish. But I don't care because I love Jewish boys, so I just...
No, but you're trying to make him full Jew, and we're wondering what he's doing in community college.
Okay,
and the parents
and the mom
surviving
living in Idaho, and the parents not killing themselves, and divorced, by the way.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit. Didn't fit with the Jew. The Jew puzzles didn't fit in the Jew pieces.
The Jew vibe.
The Jew vibe. Jew vibe. All right. Jew vibe is off, man. So here's the thing. Is this guy a good-looking, or are you less attractive than he is?
No, I don't think so.
All right, here's what I'm wondering. Here's how a guy can get away with this.
Okay.
He's in...
really hot.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Because he is, ironically, in Junior College, which has no Jews.
Never.
But... he's in junior college. You're going to a university. You're both 20. He doesn't have anything. You don't have anything. You have all the juice in the world when it comes to this kind of stuff, except for he's a 9 and you're 7.
Right.
And
so he can get away with anything.
Absolutely not. But
why? What do you look like?
well, I mean, I wouldn't say that he's more good looking. I mean, I understand what you're getting at.
You said he was really hot.
No, he's not. I didn't say that.
Yes, we both heard you.
He's average looking.
You said he's really hot. We all
You
heard
said
that.
he was really hot.
Wait, I'm sorry. Then he wasn't. He's okay. He's somewhat attractive, but he's not like a 10 at all.
All right. How does he do with ladies?
I think he actually lost his virginity when he was 20.
Hmm.
All right, he's an ass.
Oh, then he's a puss.
He's an ass. Yeah, he's a puss.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, listen.
Jessica, just smack this guy around.
Just tell him to do it. TS.
That's what I did. I was like, get down there, and I don't know. I mean, I don't like. Should I don't know. Maybe like use something.
If you want, but don't feel bad about anything you ask that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this is the way you get off, then he does it. If he ain't into it, look, if he can offer some sort of excuse like you got a yeast infection or something like that, that's fine. If he says, look, there's no problem, I just don't do this, unacceptable.
TS.
TS. Kick him to the curb if he's not
Come on,
into
Jessica.
it.
Come on, break it down. You
Let's
deserve
go,
better than
baby.
this.
Let's go.
Come on.
You're the recipient of the Durex Party Pack. You got to start earning it, baby. It's a way of life. You know what I mean? All right.
Thanks so much.
All right, stay on
Hold
hold.
on,
We'll
hold
send that
on.
out to you. Don't hang up. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
If you need help,
Call Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Well, that's the show, y'all. Andy Milonakis coming in a little bit later on this week, and we'll be back tomorrow night to resolve all your issues. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
What counts is what gets to your brain, and you're taking more drugs by putting it up your ass.
This has been Loveline. Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or the station. The producer for Loveline is Annie Gold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.